Hi Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your Mercury retrograde reading for you from June 18th to July 12th. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. Now let's dive into this reading and see what is going to happen during this retrograde. Now I've changed things up a bit, and before we just jump right into the reading, I'm going to be using the Tibetan singing bowl to help increase the energy vibration around this reading and to calm and center us. Oh, I love that. All right, so let's start off with your chakra cards. There we go. See what they have to say. How will Scorpio be affected by Mercury retrograde, June 18th to July 12th? How will Scorpio be affected by Mercury retrograde, June 18th to July 12th? Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, guide this reading. Alright. So we have abundance, which is absolutely beautiful. This is the root chakra shining through, calling forth abundance in your life. So there's going to be a shift towards abundance. There's also, it's like, okay, that's interesting. Spirit is saying, this is like the first day of the rest of your life. So as you go through this Mercury retrograde, things are going to become clearer and clearer and clearer to you, which is almost the opposite of the way you would expect a Mercury retrograde to go. But I'm seeing that this Mercury retrograde is not your average retrograde. It's just not. There is something here where it's deepening and awakening. It's moving you forward in your power. And yes, you will go through trials and tribulations, but you're going to come out in this place of strength. You just are. Okay. How will Scorpio be affected by Mercury retrograde, June 18th to July 12th? How will Scorpio be affected by Mercury retrograde, June 18th to July 12th? How will Scorpio be affected by Mercury retrograde, June 18th to July 12th? Show me clearly. Show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. All right. So this is going to be the first half of the Mercury retrograde. This is going to be the second, well, the first part of the Mercury retrograde, second and third. So you have the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Swords, you have the Hierophant, which is a beautiful way to come forward. You have the Hermit, Virgo energy, a time frame of August 23rd to September 22nd. The Hierophant is a Taurus time frame, April 20th to May 20th. Three of Pentacles, Tower. Yeah, there's change coming in. Absolutely. Six of Cups. Page of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And Knight of Wands. That is nice. Okay, so this change propels you forward. It's like, I'm ready. I'm ready to be moving. I'm ready to be going towards my goals. There's this sense of study. There's this sense of understanding. And there's this sense of something bigger coming. And yes, it's almost like you had to lose the world in order to gain it at times. You know, what you have been through, what you have overcome. But because you have turned inward, because you have looked at yourself and at your harvest, you are going to see that you are really focused on an abundant life and doing what needs to be done to have that abundance become a part of your soul, become a part of your existence. And we start off here with the Seven of Pentacles. This is planting your harvest. This is waiting for your fruits to come. So there's unsurety here. You're like, will there be a big rain? Will everything be rotted? You know, what's going to go on here? And you're looking at things. And this is saying, don't worry too much, but mind what needs to be minded. Okay? Don't sit there and think of a million what ifs, because that can cripple, that can paralyze. Look at what you need. Look at what's truly important to you. because that is going to be the way, as you tend to things, that you are going to see there's a collaboration coming in. Okay, it can be simply through your angels and your spirit guides, working with them, that you see a way to move forward. But there is this collaboration, there is this coming together, and there is this harvest that is becoming part of your life that you have been tending to. And it's like, this is a time to wait and see. This is a time to turn inwards. Yeah, most definitely. With the Hermit right here, this is a time of internal light. You might be working with a Virgo energy. Again, a time frame, August 23rd, September 22nd. All right. They have different insights than you do. There's going to be some kind of needing to iron out some ideas, iron out some things. And once you do, you're going to be led forward. This is also saying, make sure that you really think about things before you jump forward, before you go after, because there's such a sense of beautiful light shining from within. You're also going to find that during this time, and I know this sounds funny because of quarantine and everything that's going on with the world, you're going to find that you need quiet moments. It can't just be going back into quote unquote normal life, whatever that is going to be like now. You're going to see that you need those quiet moments to pull away, to connect with yourself, to ground yourself, and I'm seeing an opening of your third eye, and that can be very much, some of you have been doing really big work on, a lot of work on opening your third eye, on seeing things more clearly, looking at what it is that you desire. And that here, you're still in that kind of sensitive moment, okay, in that sensitive time of your spiritual development. And so as this opens, you are going to be seeing that, yes, you need those quiet moments. Yes, you need that time to look at your truth and to walk in your truth. And as you do so, you're going to have a tendency to be astoundingly reminiscent, okay? But it's really cute because I'm seeing you only remembering the really good times of things. So that can also be a little bit detrimental because you're only remembering the good times instead of how things actually were. So don't fool yourself. Don't sit there and think, oh, well, that person has changed because I can remember, this good thing and that good thing. No, it's like, look at things and see things for how they truly are. You're also going to be confronting as your third eye opens, as you are moving forward in this light, in this understanding, in this search of spiritual perfection. And, that's a constant search, right? And nothing is ever perfect. It's just not how we human beings work. So as you are searching for things, you are going to find that issues, trauma, drama, things like that from your childhood start coming up. And you're like, oh man, why am I remembering that? I thought that was past, and then you can start being really hard on yourself. So just be mindful of this. There's something that will come up, and it will come up as much as you're remembering all the good things. There are things that will come up that sit there and make you think, oh, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to be a part of that energy anymore. Or, oh, that always happens to me. That always makes me so mad. It's been since I was little. You're going to see a shift starting. And as that shift starts and comes in, yeah, it does. It paralyzes you for a moment because it's like, I don't want this. Ooh, goodness. Can I get this up? Yeah, that's how you're going to feel. That's so funny. That's exactly how you're going to feel. Like the card was just stuck to the desk. So you're going to feel as if you are just stuck in place. You're going to have these conversations with yourself. I should be moving forward. I should be going this way. I should be doing that. Abundance is calling to me. This is a repeat of the number 8. You have it in your chakra card. You have it here. And yes, abundance is calling to you. But there's something in your mind that makes you think, oh, I can't live that abundant life. I can't have the prosperity that I want. I can't be where I want to be or have the beauty that I want within my life because of doubts, because of fears, because of everything that happens. And that's a lie. That is a lie that is being perpetuated, okay? It's a lie that somebody spoke over you. It's a lie that you internalized for yourself. And here, it's getting out of your own way. That's what the 8 of Swords is. Your doubts, your fears, your apprehensions, they're strong. They're strong. And Mercury retrograde plays off of our mind, plays off of communication, all right? And can make us, with the swords, feel trapped, feel overwhelmed, because the swords are the mind. So you're already going to have a bit of a proclivity towards this feeling, all right? It's already going to be there's already going to be something very sensitive moving you forward because of your third eye opening up. But as this comes in and it's enhanced by the Mercury retrograde, it's almost like you could put the brakes on everything. And that's going to be something that you just don't want to do, because you're going to find that there's a collaboration with others. There's a beautiful coming together. Now, it can be a collaboration with your angels and your spirit guide. It can be free-form artistic expression that is guiding you forward, that is letting you communicate with your soul and letting you see where things develop, all right? It can also be this connection with spirit, okay, with your angels, with your spirit guides that are helping you bridge that gap between bosses or, clients that you have to work with and your vision, where you see things going. So that is going to be a very powerful shift for you. That is going to be a very powerful understanding where it's like you almost have somebody whispering in your ear, because you do. You have your angels and your spirit guides whispering to you. It actually impacts your throat chakra, okay? The way that you're communicating with others, the way that you are speaking your truth and moving towards your life purpose, like how you're projecting that forward. But it's also connecting you with your gut. There's going to be a sense here of really learning how and understanding the connection that you have with your gut instincts. Now, you're going to take on more than you can chew at times during this retrograde. And I see this as just being kind of like a novice coming in, taking on a lot, sitting there and going, I need to prove myself, I want to take everything on, or a student coming in and being like, oh, I'm going to take all these courses, I'm going to do everything great, and then realizing you bit off more than you can chew. So just know that that's a warning for you. Don't take on so much that you lose the sight of the beauty in your world. You lose the sight of what you truly want and of actually enjoying yourself. So that's going to be something that's very powerful for you. Be mindful of how much you take on. Be mindful of where you're headed. This is a student card, most definitely. This is also a connection with youthful energy, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You are connecting with your inner fire. You're connecting with your intuition, okay? Follow your gut. Let your heart lead you. Connect with your emotional truth. As you do so, you're going to see yourself coming together. You're going to see things coming together. And as they come together, right, as you ask your questions, because here, what's really cool is that you have the Ouroboros open. It's like you aren't eating up your own knowledge, your own understanding, which is how we evolve, how we move forward, because you're still accumulating it. You're still seeing where it is that you need to stand. So before you make any big decisions, especially in Mercury retrograde, if you could wait till the retrograde passes, that would be absolutely beneficial to you. But if you can't, and you're sitting there and you're like, dang, it's to the 12th of July, things have to move forward. I have to make decisions. This is making sure that you are connecting with your passionate truth, with what needs to be understood, with deeper meanings of what it is that you want, but you also have done your research, because there's going to be something here, and especially can be, a Virgo energy or somebody who is introspective, but also very, very grounded, and it's going to make you feel like, oh, this is definitely the right choice. Right? Just be mindful with that type of energy coming in that you are in pressure to make a decision that you need more research on. You need more information. And that's just going to be something that you need to be able to move forward with. And as you move forward with this knowledge, you have the Hierophant. You have the Hierophant, and this is being the ruler of your destiny. This is listening to what you need intuitively, impactfully, to move yourself forward, to gain your truth, to move forward. This is a time of looking at what's important to you. And instead of saying, oh, well, I can, this isn't really that important, or that isn't really that important, and I can, change up this and change up that. It's like, no, these are my fundamental truths, and I stand by them. And as you stand by them, you start to see things falling into alignment. You start to see power coming your way, not hungry, megalomaniac power, but just the power of your convictions, the power of your soul. Things start to fall into alignment. And as they fall into alignment, you embrace your power. You embrace the way you want to see the world. And everything has changed. You have had such a tower time. Now, this could be from years ago. This could be where you are right now. This could even be the Mercury retrograde. As your third eye opens, expect to be taken, knocked a bit for a loop, okay? Because as you're introduced back into, everything that's going on in the world, the quarantines are opening up and everything like that, you can find things being overwhelming, okay? And this is saying, do not be rigid in ideologies, though the Hierophant can show a rigidity to your personal beliefs being very important to you. But make sure that you're standing true to yourself while also taking in other people's ideas, other people's, ways of seeing things and being objective. Because what you're having here is you're having the crown knocked off the head. You're having enlightenment just hit you like a thunderbolt. And as you feel like you're falling, as you feel like, wow, will things ever be the same? You're embraced by heaven, and you hold the keys of heaven right with you. They're at your feet. They are planted within your reality. And as you have this change coming, which, it's ready or not, here it comes, you're going to find that you weather this storm better, because it's not really a storm you want to deny. It's kind of like needing rain, and then the rain comes. You need this push. It's like, this is you being told it's time to fly. And yes, at times it feels like you're falling, but you will fly. You will fly towards your goals. And as you do so, we have the Knight of Wands right here. The Knight of Wands is moving forward in your passion, in your creation. You start off as a student, you become the defender, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. These people can really be helping you, okay? This also can be somebody who can react to things too quickly. You might have a tendency, because you can feel a little bit emotionally vulnerable at times, especially with the tower coming in and the awakening of your third eye chakra around you. You can feel like, wow, okay, I just need to be on defensive mode all the time. That's actually going to be detrimental. Embrace what you need, embrace what you want. Move forward in this passion, in this creation, okay? And do not be stopped. Because you're starting to see what you stand for, because the Knight has the Ouroboros opened and the Ouroboros closed, eating his own tail, consuming your own wisdom, your own ideas, your own hopes, your own dreams. And as you move forward with this, you are going to see that the sacred truth that lies within you is your guiding truth, is your North Star. Let's see what your Spirit Guide Animal cards have to say. How will Scorpio be affected by Mercury retrograde, June 18th to July 12th? How will Scorpio be affected by Mercury retrograde, June 18th to July 12th? Spirits and angels, show me clearly. Show me clearly, show me clearly. Ooh, show me clearly. Spirit and angels, show me clearly. Guide this reading. That's the one. They're like, stop right here. Be peace. Be peace. Let that peace flow through you. Let it guide you. Come to things with a peace of heart, a centering of soul. And that's going to be how you really move yourself forward. And now for your Botanical Oracle cards. How will Scorpio be affected by the Mercury retrograde, June 18th to July 12th? How will Scorpio be affected by Mercury retrograde, June 18th to July 12th? Show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Guide this reading, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. All right. So we have here Patience, the Trout Lily. We have Attract with the Violets. You're attracting change, most definitely. And then we have Dream with the Golden Poppy. There is some myth about an elixir made with golden poppies, an idea had by golden poppies. Okay, there is something here where it's like, I'm just starting with this because it's very important. It's like there is a truth coming to you in the deepness of slumber. Okay, and it can also be when your mind is not fully engaged in this world. It's kind of like you're daydreaming, okay? But as this reality comes in, as this idea comes, you need to be patient with attracting its counterparts, okay? With attracting everything you need for the abundance that guides you forward. So the trout lily with patience, and then the violet with attracting what you want. Be patient as you attract what you need to move forward in your tenacity, in your abundance. Now your subconscious chakra message is grounding. Your rooted self is very important. What are you grounding yourself with? How do you see yourself planted on this earth? How do you want to move forward? This is your earth star chakra, and you're really being called to see your grounded truth. And as you see your grounded truth, as you look at what you truly want, and it's where you stand, it's what you stand for, it's the essence of you, you're going to see with your spirit guide animal cards, your subconscious message is sweet results await. It's calling forth sweetness. It's calling forth beauty. It's calling forth a greater idea. And now you have the repeat of the number 7. Greater mysteries are coming to you. You're going to be very drawn to the esoteric, very drawn to the esoteric, the spiritual. And as you're drawn to the esoteric, you're also going to be very drawn to truth, okay? Your truth, the truth of the world, the truth that you want to live in. Liars, Scorpio, you don't do well with liars anyway, but usually you just walk away. You don't have time for it. You might find that you call people out during this time, but it's also going to be you call them out in your mind because you want to be that beacon of truth, of love, of peace, and you're taking flight. There is something very beautiful about the way you're spreading your wings. Your subconscious message for this whole entire reading is strength. I told you, strength is a huge part of you during this time. I love that this came up. And this is a Leo energy, a time frame of July 23rd to August 22nd. Leo time frame goes straight into Virgo time frame, which you have the Hermit here. And this is strength of love. This is strength of eternity, of compassion, of looking at your goals. There's a power to you, and it's subconsciously leading you forward. So you're going to feel very connected to the Knight of Wands, to this action, to this, desire of passion and determination and moving towards, something more. So at times you're going to think, why look into it deeper? I know, I have this instinct, I want to run with it. When you do, there's something more that's going to be coming, okay? There's something deeper. It's always like, just go a little bit deeper into your spiritual truth, because the strength here does not come through brute force. It comes through love, it comes through compassion, it comes through mutual understanding. And that's the love here. And you're going to see things, Scorpio, start to radiate towards you, start to move you forward. It's like you get what you need when you need it. You're not always going to know it. You're going to sit there and be like, oh wow, that seems weird. But no, it's going to be super empowering. Your subconscious botanical message is service. Garlic. Be of service to yourself. Be of service to the world. Do things out of kindness and compassion, especially during the Mercury retrograde, when things can be really chaotic and you might be sitting there thinking, like I'm thinking, can things get more chaotic? That seems like a feat, but I don't want to, take things by eyes. So here, it's like, look towards your truth. But also, garlic is a natural antibacterial. And you're going to see that as you are in service to what you love, to what you want, to the power of your heart, your soul, yourself, your abundance, you are going to find that you start clearing out that which causes you distress or that for which has held you back. And as you do this, that is one of the greatest services you can do to yourself. You're healing you in a very beautiful way by listening to your heart and embracing your soul. All right, Scorpio, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Bye.